What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny 2. In the last episode, we got our powers back! Yay! We can finally actually kill things, and it works. And we can super things and stuff. And we're not just some flimsy dude with a sidearm. I mean, you gotta be honest, you gotta admit, that was really quick that we got our powers back that fast. But hey, they're back! And even though we're still an incredible weakling, we have them. Now, let's talk to Hawthorne.
Well, look at you. You got your light back. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad. Because we're gonna need it. There are a lot more survivors out there, and they need our help. We gotta get the word out that the farm is a safe haven. I sent a friend into the EDZ a few hours ago to set up a comm network. His name's Devrim Kay. Good guy. Great shot. Don't tell him I said that. If you give him a hand, I'd take it as a personal favor.
Yeah, we can do that. So we're going to need to head down, and we're going to need to go say hi to him. However, is this... we did get a new hand cannon, so we're going to have to try that out as soon as we get down there. So let's see what we got. All right, so we got ourselves... Oh, we're actually going to have two hand cannons here. Well, this is going to be very interesting. Both in the kinetic as well as in the energy slot. All right, then. So as you can see down here, we also have the Crucible available to us. So if we want to talk to Shaxx, we absolutely can. I'm not going to worry about that. PvP is not even going to be touched in this entire playthrough, not even for a second, much like it wasn't in the first game's playthrough. So we are going to head to the EDZ, and I'm going to get to show you guys what makes, in terms of gameplay mechanics, what makes Destiny 2 so very different from Destiny 1.
Don't get cocky now that you've got your powers back. The EDZ is rough, especially around the Old Town. Just remember, refugees from the city have it a lot rougher. You want to help them? Find Devrim Kay.
And by very different, I actually mean marginally different, because, well, there's really not a whole lot that separates the patrol experience of Destiny 2 from Destiny 1, but there are definitely some improvements. So, first of all, as you can see, these red health bars with the red swords next to their name mean that these enemies are indeed a higher level than us at the moment, which is fine. It's not nothing we can't handle, but it is going to mean that they are going to deal more damage to us, so we do need to be a little bit careful. You're not going to run into this a whole lot, at least not on the beginning or in the beginning areas of the game. So, let us head on up here, and we are going to speak to Devrim Kay. He's inside the church, and Devrim is the first of many leaders of, or I guess, hub personalities. I don't even know what you would call him, but he is basically the go-to guy for the entire European Dead Zone.
A guest, and here I have no tea to serve. These are dire times indeed. Devrim Kay, the 8th, at your service. City militia, back when there was a city. Now I serve at the pleasure of my dear friend Soraya Hawthorne. First on the docket, contact other refugees and tell them of the farm. That means building a comm network from the ground up. And even though I happen to be a damn good shot, the Fallen are giving me a devil of a time. I dare say you can handle a few rounds with the enemy. I've seen what Guardians can do. Right. I think it's time to let the guns do the talking now. Don't you?
Yeah, I would agree. All right, so let's do this thing. So let's take a look at our map for a minute. All sorts of things are going to pop up. Well, actually, thanks for proving me wrong. One thing has popped up right now, but it is going to allow us to see a bunch of other things. So complete adventure, a new frontier in the EDZ.
Let's get started. There's a banner on the main floor. Give it a look, will you?
Yes, sir. It is going to be right over here. There we go.
This is a House of Judgment sigil. We used to work with a Fallen who flew this banner.
Curious. Well, the Fallen seem to have put this up as a bit of a threat. I imagine you'll find lots of objects like this out there. Bit of a story to them.
Introduction. You can scan things and get lore. All right, moving on.
If you find a cache in one of the buildings nearby.
Okay, next thing. This is something that you're going to be able to find all over the place. However, this is found on a per-account basis. I believe. Is it a per account? No, I believe it is a per account basis. So, if you head up here, there's several of these in every single planet you go to. This is known as a region chest. Basically, free tokens.
To survive, we'll have to look for every opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled for more supplies in the wilds. Speaking of,
Now, you're probably asking yourself,
symbol on the wall of the church. Take a look.
You're probably asking right now, what are tokens for, if you don't already know how this game works. So, tokens, and I'm actually going to the wrong menu, tokens are basically the currency for that particular planet. You're allowed to turn these into whoever the leader is of that planet, or whoever the hub personality. Basically, Devrim Kay. I can go turn them into him, and I can get engrams, as well as possibly items that he has for sale for turning in tokens and whatnot. So, with that in mind, let's have a look at this.
Devrim, where did this symbol come from?
I believe your city hunters must have put them here and there about the region as they scouted around. I think they meant it to mark something special. Or dangerous.
This right here, whenever you see this symbol,
Let's go check it out.
means that there is something called a lost sector nearby. This particular lost sector is on down here. Lost sectors are new to Destiny 2 in that
Fascinating. I believe tunnels and caves like the one you're in now stretch all across the EDZ. Who knows what's lurking down there? Be careful.
these are technically mini dungeons. You will fight through a few enemies, and you will get to the end, and there will be a mini boss. You kill the mini boss, and then you get a treasure chest with cool things in it. Pretty much all there is to it. So we're gonna fight our way through here, and hopefully get something interesting at the very end. It looks like everything in this room is dead. Take that. And as we move ahead, I would like, if I can, let's see. Right there, perfect. I would like to be able to show what my class ability does. So this is what the class ability looks like. As you can see, it puts this little pool around me. This allows me to consistently heal, as well as get an overshield. That doesn't necessarily make me immune. Their enemies can definitely punch through it, but it does allow me to sustain a lot better. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kill everything with this. Excuse me, sir. Where are you? Come here. Perfect. Now if I can use my shotgun. Kill you. Goodbye.
Snag the key code from that captain.
So now we can open up this chest and we get all sorts of goodies.
But that's for another day. In the meantime, what say we get down to business? Come on back up to the church tower. I'm putting a cap on now.
Sounds good, Devrim. We will be there in just a second after I take a look at the weapons that I got. And let me just kill you real fast. Okay, what did we get? Let's have a look. This is going to increase our power level pretty significantly. So it looks like we got ourselves an auto rifle here, as well as a much better shotgun. I am definitely going to get rid of the stuff that I have, because I absolutely don't need these. Except for that, I am going to hang on to that. Get out of here. And on top of that, we also got another upgrade, which is going to allow us to get firebolt grenades. You probably remember those from Destiny. In Destiny 1, they act the same. In fact, the grenades for the Solar Warlock subclass are the exact same as they were in Destiny 1. So, really nothing to learn there. So now, let's head on back up and go say hi to Devrim once again. Now that we actually have some proper weapons here. That is our first lost sector. Now let me see. Does the map open up now? I want to see if it does. Not quite yet. However, we can take a look at our milestones. Milestones are something that are kind of important. Now, there's not really much there yet, but as you go through the game, that milestone page is going to fill up quite a lot, as well as milestones that you reset weekly. These are very important tasks that you're going to need to have if you want to stand a fighting chance in this game. And by stand a fighting chance, I mean, you know, level up. You're not really going to ever run into difficulty problems in a Destiny game, okay? So now let's talk to Devrim.
Welcome back. This time I did make tea for you, but I seem to have drunk it all. Perhaps if you were a mite quicker. Right.
Well, excuse me, I kind of had to explain some things.
We've encountered a bit of a setback. Hawthorne has placed the last relay on the mountain above the salt mines, but even from that height, the signal still doesn't have the range we expected. He's a bit curious. Regardless, this signal booster should solve our problem if we can get it to her. Dead zone indeed.
Well, alright then. That is going to be our next mission. And we are going to take care of that in the next episode. Last thing I want to show, finally, it's going to actually allow me to see it. As you can see, now all over the map, we got region chests and lost sectors everywhere. Now, don't just go running after all these at once. You're not going to want to do that, especially because you are going to be underleveled for most of these. But these are all things that you can tackle in future to accrue all sorts of tokens and thus level yourself up. We also got ourselves another adventure here that we're going to have to tackle as, after the campaign, as well as this one. So, bunch of good stuff. You can also see when public events are incoming, and you can use those to level up as well because they yield a lot of experience. All sorts of things to do, and it's all in one mostly seamless open world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Destiny 2. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.